Hello, my name is Mars, and welcome back to I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. Last time was relatively uneventful, all things considered. Our dad got sick, but seems to be okay. There is a mysterious illness going around the colony, but it doesn't seem to be fatal quite yet. Tang is helping us investigate it. Just scouring the area for any collectibles. I don't see any. I was thinking I might want to buy something else from the depot. I might want the doll. Here's why. But our biology is already really, really high. We're already, without the +5 to it that we get from the, what is it? The trowel? We already have, let's see, 36 in biology. I don't know if going all in on 2 traits is good, or if I want to increase another one. I do feel like it's easier for me to get pairs than whatever the child gives us straights. I get pairs so much more easily. So I might buy the doll, try it out. Yeah, I have the Kudos for it. Before I get rid of the trowel, though, I might as well talk to Cal again. I think this is the first time we're going to be able to get a second card from someone. The sound of hammering rings through the garden, and you find Cal helping her mom to build a row of raised garden beds. Turns out some of the earth plants don't grow so great here, so we're going to see if this helps, he says, taking a break to rub his face. Your mom stifles a laugh at the smear of dirt it leaves across his cheeks. Your mom says we gotta worry about the nitrogen level soon, he continues, but that hopefully we'll be eating just plants that grow here before then. Embarrassing lesson, keep between rounds. Oh no, it's gonna embarrass us? Hold on. Let's see, my cards. That's a pretty high level card. Want to hear a fun nature fact? You tell him about the time Tang brought a skunk bug for show and tell in biology, and it got scared and made the worst, most smelliest, grossest stink you had ever smelled, and everyone thought Tang had farted. Then Professor Hal had to clear out the whole room, and it took weeks to get the smell out of the beanbags, and it was so gross. But also kind of neat, how such a tiny bug can make a whole room of kids run away. Cal laughs. I remember that, Solana, except the way I heard it, it wasn't Tang, it was you. Sweet. Alright, now that we've gotten that, we're gonna put the doll on. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Now we only have 37, but it's fine. And we have a little more persuasion. Oh, and we can get a card out of Mars, too. Oh, hey, Solana, Mars says, breezing past you. I'm sorry, I can't talk now. I'm on my way to work in command. She stops when you don't sound amazed enough. You know, the supply depot, she clarified. It's the most important job in the whole colony. Anything that gets made here goes through me first. Mars's smug smile gets somehow even more smug. Plus, I get the first pick of all the best stuff. Rebellion less than 20, we could go straight to Seek and ask for a job. Or, let's take advantage of our friendship. Could I work there with you? Well, Mars hems and haws. I suppose it is a lot of work to do alone. And I do like you. We should stick together. Whatever Mars does to pull Administrator Seek's strings works, because an hour later, you get a message from them on your holopalm. They're dubious that you'll be able to rise to the responsibilities of the role, but that's nothing new. Come on, Seek. I've been working for you for at least a year at this point. Seek is dubious about everyone and everything. But they agree Mars would be more efficient if she had someone else to keep an eye on her. Oh, sweet. Alright, I want a card out of you. Do you really think there are aliens here? Mars asks, looking out the colony walls. Like, not the weird monster animal ones, but like human-type ones. She sighs and crosses her arms. I almost want to meet an alien just because it would be something to do. Tell her about my day. All cards to write become one. That's kind of a shitty card, but I want to increase my friendship with her. Mars is always talking about how she's bored and wishes there was more to do here, but there are 100 reasons Vertumna isn't boring. You try to list them all. There's all the cool plants and new constellations to look at, and just yesterday you watched a Dorb's moth squeeze through a crack in the wall no animal should be able to fit through. Mars listens politely, but starts yawning halfway through. Less bored is still bored when it comes to Mars and Vertumna. Hey, we got friendship. That's not nothing. Alright, if we have this new thing unlocked, we might as well try it out. Let's see, what'll it give us? Organizing and Persuasion. And more kudos than before. Same amount of stress. I like the thought of raising Persuasion, so I don't just have high mental skills, I have one strong social skill as well, and this will give us Organizing. So, yeah, let's do it. Let's work in the depot. Seek rolls their eyes when they see you report to the depot for your first day as a clerk. Oh, it's you, they deadpan. Well, at least you might learn something useful while you're here. The depot is where the precious nanoprinter lives. Seek lords over it like a tyrant, and they don't like children. They load the depot module on your holopalm and walk you through the process. People submit requisitions for the nanoprinter through this portal, they explain. It's your job to program the correct routine into the nanoprinter to fulfill their order. Then you mark it as available for delivery or pickup, depending on if we have a delivery person available. Seek grumbles, and we almost never do. I'd never noticed Seek's very interesting glasses before. Why are they in like a crescent shape? Weird. With that perfunctory explanation, Seek leaves you to figure out what to do on your own. It's okay for the first hour or so, because no one puts in a requisition at all. It is pretty early, maybe everyone is still asleep. They can catch up on some homework. Hey, engineering. You do a math worksheet while you wait for the first order to come on. Hey, this isn't so bad. You're jerked back to reality by a haptic pulse through your holopalm. Your first order. You excitedly open your holopalm and read it. Elbow grease, 1 gallon, it reads. From Cal, Geoponics, delivery, ASAP. Very funny, Cal, because I have lots of reasoning. You dismiss the phony requisition. Haha, Cal's got jokes. Another one pops up on your holoscreen. Flashlight fluid, 2 gallons, anemone, sports ball, delivery, ASAP. We need more reasoning for that. Really, anemone? That does sound more real than elbow grease, but the fact that we need reasoning for this tells me, yeah, they're probably jokes. Another bogus requisition. Are your friends trying to prank you? You've barely dismissed that second one before a third comes in. ID-10T gas, flammable. 2 cubic meters, pressurized, tangent, engineering, delivery, ASAP, caution. You almost got me, Tang. Are they ganging up on me? Am I making a mistake? Tang's not really the pranking type, but you stop yourself from looking up ID-10T gas. You dismiss the requisition and message your friends to knock it off. Finally, you get a real requisition and get down to work. It's easier than you thought. You're just finishing up when Mars strolls in. She hops up onto the depot counter and primly crosses her legs. I am so totally relieved to have you as my assistant here, Solana. Finally, someone to haul boxes and fetch things so I can focus on the important work. We need high organizing for this, but again, we're trying to suck up to Mars. Maybe we could share responsibilities. I don't care which one of you is in charge, Seek interrupts, as long as you get the work done. Mars can hardly wait until Seek is gone to giggle. Either way, I'm glad you're here. This job is usually so boring. Alright. 1 slot becomes value 2. Alright. All cards to write become 1. That really is garbage. God. Alright. Oh. Is that as good as we can do? -4 from battle condition. If we switch this... No, that's actually worse. We have 2 of a kind. Haha. +1 from doll gear. And 2 of a kinds get more for that. Huh. Let's win. Alright, that wasn't the highest score we could have gotten, but it's the first one this episode, it's fine. We got lots more organizing, a little persuasion, some kudos, and some stress. It's time for the 3rd annual Vertumnalia festival. You gather with your family in the colony square. Everyone takes a seat as Governor Udicott approaches the stage. She folds her hands and serenely addresses the crowd. "What a pleasure to address you all today as your governor," she says, looking as pleased as she ever does. "In under 3 years, we've built a colony of which we can be truly proud. While we've suffered hardships and losses, we remain standing. As always, looking toward the future we are building together. Let us use this midsummer festival as a time to reflect on our many blessings," Udicott continues. "Fresh water, good food, healthy children, and a strong community." Udicott bows her head. "But first let us remember Professor Halitosis." What? That was his name? What? I know they got some weird names and everyone's just named a word here. But why would you name your child Halitosis? Why would you name your child after any disease, first of all? But of all the diseases, the embarrassing bad breath disease. Oh my god. Anyway, not to trample on Hal's memory or anything. Professor Halitosis, who guided our children and kept our engines running for so many years. Chief Engineer Instance will be filling in, with help from our ship's AI congruence, until someone can take up the mantle that rested so easily on Hal's broad shoulders. We also recognize the passing of our dear friend, Chief Surveyor Melatonin. Known for his gentle nature and his curious spirit, Tonin joins his daughter Aspartame and his partner Lavendula in the world of our memories. In his place, we welcome our youngest council member ever, Utopia, representing Expeditions. Udicott invites the rest of the council to stand and be recognized among the crowd, including her mom, who huffs in annoyance. Hey, all women! Sweet. Love to see it. When the applause dies down and the council sits, Utopia remains standing. Actually, Auntie Udicott, y'all mind if I just make a quick announcement? Udicott nods and Utopia clears her throat. I just wanted to say thanks to y'all who are trusting me with this job, she says, her clear voice ringing out over the crowd. A cheer rises from Expeditions, and she motions for them to quiet down. Uncle Tonin's left some big shoes to fill, and, well, I'm gonna give it my best. We're fixin' to get to the bottom of what we're calling the shimmer. The sniffles folks have been getting during the pollen, Utopia continues. Until we do, please keep on wearing your masks when the pollen is thick, and let the doc know if you're under the weather. She bends down to hug the governor as she leaves the stage. Thank you, Utopia, Udicott says warmly, and thank you to the rest of the council for their service. Live music starts playing and Udicott smiles. And now it's time for games and feasting. The crowd disperses towards the feasting table, clearing the area of chairs so the children's competitions can be held. What will you do this year? Science fair, heck yeah. How's my reasoning? 21. Yay. Tangent's project involves how the surveyor's gliders work, something to do with the materials they're made from, reacting with the magnetic field of the planet combined with solar energy collected from the wings. You turn her out, only zoning back when Tang stumbles through one of the judge's technical questions. You catch a look of pained frustration as she realizes she doesn't know the answer. The judges turn to you next. All right. Okay. Oh, sweet. So that's 3 of a kind. a flesh of 3. Both of my doing paperwork during the first round. That's pretty good. Yeah. So we want a flesh. Big flesh. Alright, we only need 5 for this. Nice. Okay. That'll give us 25. That'll give us the same. Okay. Actually, will it? It'll give us one better. Alright. And what if we make this all blue? 28. Alright, sweet. Nice. You do an egg drop experiment, taking fragile crystalline glass fruit and designing 4 different ways to protect them from breaking after a long fall. 2 break, but 2 succeed. Your experiment is only a simple demonstration of physics, but the judges decide to award you for choosing something within your capabilities and doing it well. Tang is frustrated, but more at herself than you. She's not used to failure. Popular. Kudos doubled for 3 months. After the festivities, you take time off for a much-needed, very relaxing break. Your dad sets up a slip-and-slide through the colony square, and everyone takes turns sliding on their stomachs and spraying water at each other. It's a lot of fun. You can feel your worries floating away in the hot dust suns. Nice. Alright. We've got 2 perks. We have 2 things that could increase the good outcomes of whatever we decide to do here. How good is our organizing? Oh, we could get something from Mom, too. Tell her what I learned today. Value is wild? Did we already have multitasking? No, we don't. You've been so busy lately, the only way you're able to get your work done is to multitask. Studying while you're eating, brushing your teeth in the shower, listening to hollow novels while you're about to fall asleep. You have to double up everything. You kind of expect your mom to tell you to take it easy, but she just laughs and claps you on the back. You're my daughter, all right, she says. Just too much damn work, not enough hours in the day. I know how you feel. All right. So, what should we do? We should do something that'll get us money. Let's see what'll get us the most money. That gets us 15 kudos. And what about the depot? The depot gives us 9 kudos. Okay, xenobotany it is. Just take advantage of this. Get more money. Hey, Squirt, your mom calls out to you. Don't you think it's time you started thinking about what you're gonna do when you're older? You'd look at her in confusion. Isn't she always telling you to stay in school? She chuckles. You gotta think about it sometime, kid. How about you come join your folks on the farm, if you think you're up for it? I don't think I'm ready. You need to brush up on your life sciences before you're ready to become a farmer. It's a complicated job. That actually might have been a mistake. I should have, I mean, that was the first job opportunity we're presented with. I would like to check out what my options are a little more. But, I don't know. Alright, 18. 26. Sounds pretty good. Wildcard values matches all pairs or straights. Oh, sweet. That counts as 4 of a kind. It counts as 2. Oh, that's awesome. I actually really like this card. Alright, what was I talking about before? I was talking about choosing a job. I feel like my Solana might want to go work in the farm. That would be a good job for her. But, at the same time, I feel like, you know, I need to see what other jobs are available before I make a decision. Wasn't quite the best possible score. Lots of biology, lots of organizing, so much kudos, oh my goodness. And a little stress. Damn. That's a really good card, that multitasking. I'm glad I got it. Anyone have anything to talk to me about? Huh. Should we... No, I should take advantage of this extra kudos and take another job. Let's keep working in the depot. Mars insisted on being the one who talks to people and takes requisitions, while you work hidden in the back loading packages onto the conveyor belt. Mars is counting her kudos tips for the week. Mars hoots. 10 kudos. I'm going to buy so many sour sticks with all these tips. It's not fair. You're the one running around in the back doing all the heavy lifting, while she gets all the credit and kudos. And you want those kudos because you want to be rich one day? It's just the principle of the thing. I want to be rich. Mars sees your barely controlled anger and can't help but rub it in. What? She says innocently. Are you jealous? Lose your temper? No. Persuasion? Persuasion. Convince her to alternate jobs? Sweet. You swallow your anger and calm yourself. You are sick of working in the back all the time, and Mars needs to take a turn there. From now on, you're going to alternate days. Alternate days. It takes some convincing because Mars thinks she's better at filling out forms than carrying things, but eventually she gives in. +3 during social challenges. I still can't figure out how to see... Oh, is that only for... I still can't figure out how to see what suit a challenge is in. I'm glad to see you stand up for what you want, Solana, she tells you seriously, her arm on her shoulder. You can't let the world walk all over you. Tomorrow, you can keep all the tips for yourself. I guess that's the one that shows it? Okay. Okay. Sweet! Oh, hell yeah. Yes! 20 kudos from that. We are so rich. So rich. How much persuasion do we have? 29 minus the doll, that's 24. Oh, we're doing so good. Alright. Late dust. Early wet. Alright. Mars wants to talk to us. Does anyone else want to talk to us? Ooh. A blue bobber fruit. Which we know Tang doesn't like. Let's see. What does Mars want to talk to us about? Come on. Mars is watching a vid from Earth on her holopalm. She gestures you over, and you sync your holopalm with hers. The audio track comes through your hearspeak. Mars knows every word. Besides you, she recites the dialogue perfectly along with the actors. Since the day we met, I devoted my life to finding you. I searched every train station, every coffee shop, every museum and park for you, she says. My every waking thought was only of you. Her voice goes higher. And I dreamed of you, she says. Every night, my heart called to yours in the dark. I never hoped to dream I would find you again. I'm here now, she says, playing the first part again. I'm here, and I'm never leaving your side again. Mars drags her hands down her face, and as the couple in the vid kiss passionately. Ugh, she exclaims. I've seen this vid 100 times, and the end always wants to make me yarts. Makes me want to yarts. They met on a train once and spend forever looking for each other. Like, move on, you know? It's not like living here where there's only like 100 people to pick from. You're in a huge city. Go find anyone else. Why do you keep watching it? Mars sighs, exasperated. I've already seen everything else worth watching. Before you can protest, she pulls up a hand. Okay, fine. I do like the city parts. Like, isn't it post-real to imagine cities so big you could get lost in them? So many people that you can meet someone and then never see them again in your life? Mars waves away the vid screen. Sometimes I think I should have been born back on Earth, not in this dumb spaceship. She mock punches the hull of the ship behind her. All those cities and people, and the stuff you could do, watching new vids, going to concerts. The only culture here is grown in a lab. Mars sighs dreamily. And the shopping. They have so much stuff on Earth. Anything you could dream. Not just the rubbish our old nanoprinters can make. I'm bored of everything I own, Mars complains. Speaking of shopping, do you want to try some Kudos for one of my old jackets? My dad say I can't print more stuff until I get rid of something. I'd say 50 Kudos sounds fair. Cool jacket, plus 20 persuasion. Plus 2 bonus to social straits. I mean, it's better than this, but I don't know if I want 20 persuasion. And again, I'm not that good at making straights. I think I'm gonna save my money. Nah, it looks better on you. It does, doesn't it, she says. It was made for me. That's a really good piece of gear if you're going for a different build, but I'm not. Alright. We still have Kudos doubled for 3 months, but I want to study a little bit. I want to get my reasoning up. Because I want to keep getting in good with Tang. Let's study engineering. Your first test? Already? Calm down, class, Congruent smiles. This quiz is just to find out where you all stand, and what you want to learn in this class. It will help me to tailor personalized lesson plans for each of you. The test pings in your holopalm, and you open it. It starts easy. Suspiciously easy. Sure enough, every section is harder than the last, and you're quickly stumped by a question. You know the teacher said you weren't supposed to be able to answer all of them, but you look over at Tang. She's just breezing through the test. The competitive gremlin inside you has an idea. Try your best. Make a video game instead? No, try my best. I like these challenges. Oh. I was trying to make a... Let's see. Ooh. What would my highest be? 14, 13, 14, 14? Oh, this is hard. Alright. Let's keep this around. Actually... no, we should try and get as much out of one round as we can. Yeah. Okay. Oof. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. Let's see. This is tricky. Okay. 20 like this. I want to make sure this goes at the end because I don't have any 0 cards. Alright. 135 stress for pushing through. Jesus. Huh. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this. Oof. Let's see. Can I get a little more out of this? Oh, almost. Okay. Just barely. Oof. And we didn't even get the best score possible. Okay. I thought we weren't going to be able to do that. Hey, I got money for it. And 5 extra money. You plow forward, skipping the questions you don't know and coming back for some of them later. It's a good strategy, letting you collect the easy points while not wasting time in the harder ones. You got an A, which means advanced class. You still got some wrong. It's a little frustrating, but the teacher tells you those questions were designed for much older students. It appears we'll be working on advanced materials together, Tang says, impressed. Sweet. Alright. I wanted to make sure we spent some time with Tang. I want to keep our reasoning up. Let's see, is there anything new in the store? Nope, it's all the same. Okay. Biology and organizing are both so high. I could stand to get, let's see, we could get a perk out of Persuasion pretty soon. So, let's go work in the depot some more. You attend a secret fun times club meeting. Mars brings the meeting to order. Tang reads the minutes of the previous club meeting. First order of business is that I'm instituting a new rule, Mars says, and then clears her throat. Rule 5. All members of the SFC must wear uniforms to all club meetings. She taps her hollow palm and shows you her uniform idea. Black pants and dark blue shirts with high necklines and billowing at the cuffs. She definitely designed them according to her own taste. Okay, but let us design better ones. Ooh, I have enough creativity for that. I love it. You voice your support for the new uniforms, but it quickly turns into a shouting match. Cal and Tang don't want to wear uniforms at all, and Anemone wants them to be shorts and jerseys, like her sports ball uniform. In the end, Mars calls a vote, and you are soundly outnumbered. Mars accepts this with surprise and grace. I'm only trying to make us look more legitimate, she sniffs. But if you really feel strongly about it, that's fine. I'll keep working on it until I find something everyone can agree on. That Mars. You forgot she's actually really good at solving conflicts. Also really good at starting them, but, you know. Hey, Secret Fun Times Club. Ooh, gems? I have some stuff with gems on them, don't I? Not a lot, though. Sharing is caring. Dissecting a sugar bug. So the gems have something to do with the Secret Fun Times Club? Okay. You come to a compromise. Instead of uniforms, you'll all wear a lapel pin with the club's logo. You spend the rest of the meeting designing SFC pins and printing them on a nanoprinter. If anyone doesn't have the Kudos, Mars pays for them without complaint. Alright. Random card locked in the slot. Okay. Huh. No, I'm not going to use that. Alright, I can get a 2 of a kind there. And how about here? Win. Oh, I could have gotten one better. Okay. But I won. So it's all good. I got so much money. Oh my god. Does anyone want to talk? Anyone got any stuff from me? I can see out there, but I'm guessing I can't go out there until I'm older. We only have here. I wonder if this game starts opening up more once you get older. I know it introduces a bunch of new characters. But I don't know. You know what? Let's try and get our persuasion. Let's try and give our persuasion a little more edge to it. And do this again. Work in the depot again. You're scrolling through a hollow novel behind the desk when Tangent comes in. She pauses and looks uncomfortable when she sees you and Mars looking at her, and quickly disappears into the shelves. You and Mars shrug. A few minutes later, Tang comes up to the counter and drops a fistful of candy. She shifts from foot to foot as you ring her up, jostling up and down and rubbing her stomach. I also need something from behind the counter, she says quietly. Some medicine. You ask her what she needs and she mumbles the name. You can't hear her. Can you repeat that? She mumbles it again, a little louder. Mars stifles a giggle. I'm sorry, what? Tang rolls her R's. Stars, she curses. I need fart pills, okay? The stupid alien bacteria and all of the weird native food makes my stomach upset. OMG. Mars laughs. You have blue gut? Really? Tang the Perfect has blue farts? They talk a lot about farts in this game. Wasn't expecting that, although I guess it makes sense. They are children. Tang crosses her arms and looks miserable. You give Mars a questioning look. Blue gut? Mars says. You know when you keep farting and farting all this, like, blue dusty stuff? Mars leans over the counter to get a better look at Tang's back size. Oh no, she says dramatically. White was not the best color to wear today, Tangent. Your butt's as blue as Solana's hair. Mars cackles as Tang anxiously cranes her neck to look at her rear. Liar, Tang mumbles, not meaning her eyes. Just give me the pills, please. I don't want to talk about my stupid body. Be sensitive. Oh, she didn't like that. You let Tangent know that you're very sorry this is happening to her. It's okay, we're like best friends. Blue gut is an uncomfortable condition, you tell her, but it doesn't make her a bad person. You let her know that if there's anything you can do to help, you'll be there for her, because that's what friends are for. This approach seems to make Tang even more miserable. She takes her order and rushes out of the depot as soon as you're done. And how's Mars comparing? We're still nowhere near as good friends with Mars. We have 33 with Mars and 46 with Tangent. Oh, this changed again. Everything you own is neat and tidy, even the contents of your hollow palm, and you've got a green thumb. Okay. 5 kudos if total equals goal. Oh boy. We're gonna put this last. Win? Yes. Heck yes. Still not enough persuasion to get the perk. Okay, but we're close. We're close, we're close. Alright, and now it's glow. What awful thing's gonna happen now? Because something awful always happens during glow. Should we relax? I don't think we need to relax. What does the crystal do again? Redraw hand. Yeah, that's a good one to keep around. I don't think we need to relax. Let's do a little more xenobotany research. Apply to work as a farmer. Okay, we can apply now. I'm just gonna continue researching. Or do I want to make up what I lost with Tangent by being by being very sensitive and empathetic about her blue gut. No, my friendship with Cal could stand to be a little better. Let's research xenobotany. There are only a few glowing plants in the garden, so in the dark of glow, you have to do a lot of outdoor work by lamplight. In the eerie not light, fertile earth dirt looks the same as Vertumnalia dirt. It's so hard to see what you're doing. One slot will turn cards mental. Okay, nice. 1, 2, 3. I could make this into an even longer straight if I put this here. Straight of 4. Yeah. That's good. Oh man, that was nowhere near the best score, but okay. Two data points form a line, but 3 is a pattern. The colony has been on high alert all glow, hoping that the creatures from beyond the wall don't return for a 3rd year in the row. Surveyors keep reporting that they're seeing unusual animal activity. Even the plants seem different, they say. And new tracks that must have been left by creatures larger and heavier than you've ever seen. You and the other colonists drill evacuation plans. You're in engineering when you hear the sirens ring through the colony. You cover your ears against the noise and make your way to the nearby classroom. This is one of the assembly points, so you should be safe there, but it wasn't so safe last year for Professor Hal. What if another creature gets in? Congruence, the new teacher, is just a face on a computer screen. She can't protect anyone. Congruence flickers cheerfully. Please stay calm, children, she says. The defense squad is already en route to the creatures. This should all be over soon. You've been told this before. As the sirens continue, you're faced with a choice. No, I'm not. Stay put. You, Tang, Mars, and the other kids try to stay calm. Congruence directs you onto the big tables together, then assigns you a chapter on Earth history as if nothing was happening. It's impossible to think with the siren going off. You read and reread the same paragraph over and over, trying not to think about some monster bursting through the door, or window, or wall. Take it seriously. Friendship with Tang. There's nothing you can do, so you try to apply yourself to reading the chapter you've been assigned. You struggle with it, your mind racing. You notice Tangent trying to do the same. She gives you a faint smile over the holoscreen. It isn't long before the sirens turn off, ringing 3 short pulses as the all-clear message flashes on your holopalm. You and the other children file out of engineering, and you head back to your quarters. Your parents will want to know you're safe. Your dad gives you a big hug, but your mom slumps into a seat at your small table. It's like they were going specifically for geoponics this time, she mutters, but your dad pets your hair and shushes her. I'm sure it was just bad luck, Fulubel, he says, but your mom shakes her head and folds her hands in front of her mouth, staring out the porthole window at the fields. Alright. Glow is over. We are now 13. Oof. What are these? Food, defense? What? Food and defense. What are these stats? We got some people to talk to, but, you know, I think the start of age 13 is a good time to stop. I'm glad no one died that time. It was scary, though. It was scary. And it's upsetting that it seems to happen every single time. God, this game just has you constantly on edge. It makes silly jokes about farts, and then the most harrowing crap ever happens. But we'll start our journey of age 13 next time. Until then... Oh, I just realized. We're now officially a teenage exocolonist, aren't we? Officially. I guess this is when the game proper really starts. Okay. I have been Mars, and I will be back with more I Was a Teenage Exocolonist.